U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll go again with ETN.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Go now. Trouble, 38. Striker, 3-3. Check pink. Set.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch out now. 50 fear.
Throwing now is Lance. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Ready.
A give up the middle to Akers. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what we're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The Vikings sit 3-4 on the year coming into play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Right.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Akers going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready?
Again, it'll be Akers.
And this time he is in.
Cam Akers, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. They need 2. Here's third down. As they've got it as we resume action. On play action, Lawrence looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
And down to the 27-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Rip, 23. Go.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
Hurry. Check, smash. Switch, yellow. Hut.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, huh?
Now a play fake. Lance.
Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Hurry, hurry.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready, ready.
Pass complete to Addison.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
Slide through. Ready.
Now Lance.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Ready.
And Lance now to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Red on red. 11 Agate.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Take right open. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds here. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Bigsby will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready up. 97. Hut.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score. We are back underway on EA Sports.
Longer now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Blaster, six. Ready?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of... According to the head linesman, incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
5, 6. Hustle, hustle.
On play action, Lance.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Smith, red. Hut.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Lance throwing on second down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here's Lance to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
White.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Great job. 30 left.
And they'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee to you. The defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags first down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
55 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Hey, Lion! Heavy!
A give, it's Etienne off the option. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see a surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think if they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again, in fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here we go. Here we go.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Blue strike. Ready?
From the gun, it's Lance.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Here's Lance. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches. Now a play fake. Lance.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. But you can almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Red, yellow.
To throw, it's Lance.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson
from 19 yards away.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Easy. Read it for the court. Read it for the court. Easy.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Back to throw, Lawrence. That is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Lance. That's caught by Addison.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's 2nd down. Lance back to throw.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings 1st down. And it's a tackle made at the 42.
Now Lance.
Buying time to his left.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Ready.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Seal, black. Set, go.
Lance looking to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Come on, set.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down.
Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
On the set.
Now first and goal.
Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Black, red. Black ultra. Ready.
He's back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. He's got room past the 30.
As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even in the overtime we get. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Here's Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago.
take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Now a third down throw and misses the target, incomplete. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
Set, ready. Ready.
On the give, this is Akers. And able to get this to the 31.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special team.